Green isn't just for the outdoors. To see how to use it inside, we've got designer Kimberley Seldon. Thanks, guys. This is gorgeous.
Green.
Yes, and you look good in green. So green is one of those things. Use it in your decor.
It's my new obsession, for sure. And if you use enough of any color, particularly something that's so welcoming, like a green, it can become your neutral. So what we wanted to do is show several different families of greens and then talk about how you might work with them and decorate with them. So the first one that we're looking at, the paint color that you actually see on the wall is called woodlawn green. And it's something we use a lot, and clients will kind of tiff over whether it's green or blue because it has that nice blue undertone.
That's
so very soft. I love to pair this with whites, with linens, with creams, with natural colors, and it becomes a little bit more feminine when you've got something like the filigree pattern that you see there, almost shabby chic.
Yes, I see the shabby chicness, and I would think a color like that, you don't want it to go down that institutional road. No. Which is why, you know what I mean?
I totally do, because I spent so much time in the corner as a kid, like, I know exactly what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So you want to give it some personality and some warmth, and the shabby chic is going to do that.
And shabby chic, by the way, it's got to be 25, 30 years old, from my hometown, shout out, Santa Monica, California.
Yes.
It's very popular West Coast, and it also works as you go to the eastern coast, like if you get into Cape Cod and Nantucket, but then you'd add some beachy seashell kind of stuff, and you can rock that vibe still, which is great.
Totally, it's still here and it's still rocking.
Here and now. The next one is cedar, and what we did here is we decided to make it a bit more playful, a bit more feminine, a bit more young. So we picked out the punches of pink, the pink pillows to go with it. I want to make a point of saying, when I think of the cedar trees, that's not the color that I see in my mind. So it's really important to not let the name of a color persuade you to use the color.
Right.
Sometimes I will hide the name of the color from clients because they'll go, I really like the idea of cedar, but that's not what they're picturing. So don't worry about the color itself. It's saturated, so it's bright and it's fresh. Again, it's going to look great with whites. You can pair that with lots of different whites and some natural materials as well.
And all of that tempers it because it's so saturated.
Yeah.
It can look like, you know, like a primary color. It's sort of in your face. So you've really helped by using those pinks and those whites with it.
And the instinct for sometimes for people is when they see a color like that, they go, I'm just going to use a little bit, which is a loud punch. But if you did the whole space in tone on tone of that color, again, it would become a neutral.
Yes,
it does. Very livable.
So this is very livable because there's like, it's almost like a gray undertone to it.
Guess the name of it.
Olive.
No, wrong. See what I mean? See what I mean?
It looks like olives.
Right, it's Avon. Avon. So that wouldn't be what I would name it, but it's a beautiful color. I sort of see it as being a little bit more handsome.
Yes.
So I paired it with more rustic elements, some industrial elements, some rustic elements. This, by the way, was for a little feminine setup over there. I forgot to hold it up, which I do sometimes.
That totally makes sense over there.
It doesn't belong here. But what does belong here are, for example, nice dark heavy lamps, fixtures, stuff.
That.
Ooh, they're oohing and awing over that.
Well, that's a good one.
I think somebody in the audience is coveting this.
If that goes missing during commercial break.
It's very hard to fit under your shirt.
I'm looking at you.
Hard to fit under your shirt. But this one I would pair with more rustic, raw wood elements and keep it kind of masculine, if you will.
Yes, and so that's nice that you're showing us sort of both ways to work with a few of these colors.
Yeah.
Now, this is really pretty.
Okay, so I'm going to go down and say that this is my favorite, personally, and that doesn't mean it's the best one. Don't ever let a designer tell you this is the best one, because you're going to have a natural feeling and gravitate towards something. But for me, I love drama.
Yes.
Can't imagine. That surprises no one. So I love the idea of blue and green, and like you said, blue and green should never be seen. That's like an old expression. They taught us that in design school, and now it's really not true. This is my new dining room chair. Ooh. I'm so excited. I'm going to take everybody, and I'll show you the makeover from the way the dining room looked before and the way it looks now. But I'm really happy with the way matching blue, green, and black lots of drama, and then add in those brass elements.
Oh my gosh, you drama queen!
I am a drama queen.
I'm noticing people getting sofas in that emerald, that really jewel, like,
right?
you know, it's such a pack of color, such a punch of color, but that is gorgeous and classic. It looks very luxe.
Yeah, and it makes me look younger, I think, this chair.
It totally does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
You also got the accessories and the art from HomeSense. Really nice shopping and a good lesson.